Here we have a 4090 GPU that came in for repair. We already disassembled the board. And let's go over it and see what's going on. Customer said it's not detected, just like every other GPU that we get in the shop. And what is the first thing that we do? On 4090s, I check if the connector is good. And the connector is good. We also check the pins from the front. I've had videos where those pins were broken from the front or bent, causing issues. So we're going to do visual inspection and test at the same time. We want to make sure that we do not have short circuits on the 12-volt line or anywhere else on the board. PCIe 12 volts, 3.3 volts, meter in ohms mode. We're going to go over the 1.8 volt rail. We should read around 230 ohms. And we are reading we are within range, 215. And if we check our PEX line, we should have anywhere between 3 to 9 ohms. And look at this, we are reading 100 ohms. Wow, that's very high. We should have a reading between 3 to 9 ohms. And even at 3, it's too low, but in many cases, I read 3 and the card was fine. So right now we are reading 100 ohms. That's way too high. What can cause high resistance on PEX? Before we go in this rabbit hole and spend a lot of time working on the card, let's go ahead and remove this capacitor. We're going to apply heat and remove the chip, the GS chip. Which one is this? The GS9216. And we'll see if anything changes. Will only take a second. And it will eliminate the guesswork. We're going to use low melt solder. So we can safely and easily remove this capacitor. Alright, so the cap is out. We do not want to leave low melt solder on components because low melt melts at a very low temperature. It's used to desolder and not to solder. So let's go ahead and remove the chip and see what happens. And you can tell pin number 1 is on the top. And the reason I removed that capacitor is because aluminum capacitors, they pop under heat. They fly at you like a rocket. So you may lose an eye or two or both. Depends on the situation. Just cool down the area. And look at this. The resistance reading went down to 23 ohms from 100. What does that mean? Good question. Let's grab another GS chip and we'll see what happens. I'm reading 22 ohms instead of 100 ohms. Okay, let me measure it quick. 19 actually. 20 ohms instead of 100. 20 ohms is still high, but it's doable. 100 is overly high. Maybe we have luck with fixing the card, right? How long did it take? Let me plug it in. I just want to see an image on the screen, then we can reassemble and we can test it with Furmark. I have the GPU bench on my left and I do not have a camera set up here, but let me just make sure the card is working before we jump to any conclusions. And then I can show you what's going on. We did not put the capacitor back, but we can do it later. It's not going to affect the functionality of the card. Are we going to get an image? Yes, yes. We do have an image. We did not get an image before. Because the first thing Big Boss does before he puts the board on my bench is he tests the card and then he tells me what's going on. Let me turn the camera quick so you can see what's going on. This is the GPU test bench. We have a PCIe adapter that connects directly with the motherboard, the power cable, 12V HPWR cable, and we have the HDMI connector. We're gonna press to power on the motherboard. And this is the chip that we replaced. We did not put the capacitor back yet. But for now, I want to see an image, which I already did see. I want to show it to you. And as soon as we see it, right there. Amazing, amazing. I'm going to turn the system off so it does not overheat the board. I have a quarter here with a thermal pad, just for like a 5-second testing. And amazing, amazing. Amazing. We're gonna reassemble the card. We'll test it with Furmark, make sure it passes, invoice, and mail it back to the customer. But for now, the card should be a fix. It was not showing an image before. It was not being detected. And now we did see the ASUS logo. Backslide went from 100 ohms to 25 ohms. Right now I can let go and fix those joints because I'm holding the capacitor with my finger from the bottom so it does not drop. Now that we have two solder blobs, I'm gonna grab a bigger tip also. And we are done. Now we are done 100%. Look at those mirror joints. You can fix your hair with those joints. Or we can use them as a security mirror. 360 degrees. Only at NorthridgeFix, right? I do not wear the Better Than Factory shirt, the new Better Than Factory shirt, for no reason. I mentioned in the previous video that we have about 15 designs that we're gonna be posting on our site soon. We had Better Than Factory shirts a long time and they quickly went out of stock. And I did mention limited editions, so we never made more shirts like those. Now we have a new design. Okay. That's the capacitor. Solders on right there. We're gonna benchmark it. And look at this. Right now it's at full load. Awesome. Awesome. We can wait until it's done. 398 frames per second. Fans are spinning. Of course, it's being tested at full load. Amazing. Big Boss is the one who's taking the video, he's recording. You know why? Because I'm out of space. I need to empty the phone. Awesome. It passed. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.